To a break in a mysterious murder case in Aspen, the first murder there in 12 years. A couple is in custody this morning, charged with killing longtime resident Nancy Pfister, who was found dead in her home last week. ABC's Bazi Kanani has a story.
This morning, investigators in the small resort town of Aspen, Colorado, believe they know who was responsible for the death of Nancy Pfister, a 57-year-old philanthropist found dead in her home last Wednesday.
They were tenants of Miss Pfister starting in the end of November, possibly the beginning of December.
Pfister was renting her home out to this middle-aged married couple, William and Nancy Styler, while she was on an extended trip to Australia. Pfister returned to her home just days before her body was found, writing on her Facebook wall in January, "I'd like to stay in Australia, but the people that were supposedly taking care of my house are not doing what they said they would do, and they're not paying rent, and they haven't paid utilities."
I have no idea how someone could do something like that, and especially to her. And I think that, my mom could never hurt anything or hurt anyone, and that is one thing that everyone that knew her knew.
The Stylers have been charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder for what investigators believe happened inside this picturesque mountain chalet.
She cared about a lot of people, and she helped the wrong people this time.
Pfister's daughter, Juliana, among so many in disbelief in a community where it's been more than a decade since the sheriff's office had a murder case. In fact, authorities initially assumed it must have been a suicide.
This has been a shock to the Aspen community because, murder and really any violent crime is something that we just simply don't have here.
Nancy Pfister was known for making friends easily and for having many of them. In fact, the sheriff here even considered her a good friend. He is not yet talking about a motive or a cause of death. Autopsy results are not in yet.